it's Phil here at Digital DJ Tips. I've got the Zomo MC-1000 DJ controller to look at today. This is a different kind of DJ controller to most, not only in looks but in also what it sets out to do. So let's start at the beginning. It is the size, or rather the width, of a 12-inch club mixer, like the DJ-800 from Pioneer, for instance. And that's no coincidence, because it's designed to be used very tightly with a 4-channel club mixer such as the DJ-800. So you will sit this above the mixer, maybe below it. You can even install it in that position if it's somewhere that that you're the resident at, or if it's your own home setup, or if it's your own portable setup, and they sell a bracket in order to do that. So it's very much designed to work alongside a standard club mixer. It's the first very important point. Second important point is the unit has a 4 stereo out or 8 out sound card, and here's the 4 RCA outs, and these go into 4 line inputs in a 4-channel club mixer. So you use the mixer for all the mixing functions, the EQs and the gains and crossfading and individual line levels, and also of course for headphone cueing. So this unit is a digital DJ controller, but it's only designed to control looping, effects, and rudimentary transport controls, hot cues, all that kind of stuff, and selecting from your library. So that's its scope, that's what it sets out to do. Let's have a little look at the unit itself. It's solid metal, extremely professionally built. It's a less is more kind of DJ controller. All the controls are jumbo, and there's not a massive amount of them. So you're squashing in the important stuff here, and some of the less important stuff is left to one side. So let's talk through what it does. Well, firstly, the software comes with Virtual DJ LE in a 4-deck version, so you can immediately control 4 decks out of the box with this unit, and it comes with a mapping for that, which is, in fact, it's the only mapping you can use with that particular version of the software. If you want to change the mapping, you'd need to upgrade to Virtual DJ Pro. It comes with that. That mapping can use these areas here to control the effects and also to control samples. You've got 4 samples which you can trigger and control the volume of here. The first 4 samples out of the 12 that are available to you in Virtual DJ. So that's all good. The looping is simple but it's effective. It's just one button that halves and doubles the loop length, and you can press it. There's a couple of other loop functions with shift, but that's basically it for the looping. And there's a big fat filter for each channel. The knobs are all rubberized, apart from the library knob actually. They're all rubberized, they're all jumbo, they're all good quality. Everything about this is good quality actually. Now there's 3 big cue buttons for each side and a big play pause. And the play pause flashes when it gets towards the end of the track, which is a nice addition. And a big sync button. And that's really it. The shift button allows you to get certain extra functions. For instance, you can hold down shift and then use the loop button to scan through your track. And by pressing it you can move finely through the track. So there is a kind of needle search, kind of a rudimentary jog wheel there. And these are the nudges, which have slightly different functionality when you press shift or when you don't press shift. And these are the deck switches, because it controls 4 decks. And you plug your computer in and that's it, that's the setup. With Traktor it's a little bit different. They provide a Traktor mapping with it for Traktor Pro. But of course, because it's a Traktor mapping, you can change it to do what you want. So there are certain bits about it that I didn't particularly like in the Traktor mapping. For instance, the pitch controls, they're progressive, so you hold it and it'll move faster and faster, and you let go and it snaps back to the tempo that you're at. If you hold down shift, it's kind of more like a nudge. But I quite like that to be kind of the equivalent of a normal tempo slider, so I would change that in the mapping, certainly one of the functions of it. But you can of course do that. By the way, the library browsing in the middle is exactly as you'd imagine. It just allows you to move up and down through the tracks, change your views and move around the folders. So this maps to Traktor and to the supplied Virtual DJ. It's going to be compared to something like the Traktor Control X1. The Control X1 has more controls on it. It can do more with Traktor than this can. However, I think the cues are going to be the one that people look at the most and say, there's only 3 cues there. Traktor has got loop memory, but there's no way of accessing the loop memory with the loops here. And Traktor has got sample decks as well, and there's no way of accessing that here. As I said, there are mappings that you can change, but out of the box, and also the ethos of this product really isn't to do that kind of thing. The ethos of this product is that most DJs turn up with beat gridded, pre-cued music and want to play it, they want to loop sections, they want to use the effects to the full, and they want to have 3 cue points. And any more than that, 99% of electronic dance music DJs really don't use. That's what they're gambling on, that's what Zomo are gambling on with this unit. So like I say, it could be compared to the X1, but the X1 will only control 2 decks out of the box, so you need 2 X1s to get this 4-deck functionality, and the X1 doesn't have a sound card, so you'd also need a sound card like, for instance, the Traktor Audio 10. With that, you could use digital vinyl. You can't use digital vinyl with this. There's no inputs to start with, there's no Traktor certification or Serato Scratch certification. It's not designed to be a digital vinyl controller. So it's going to be compared to something like the X1. It'll also be compared to something like the Denon Serato Scratch unit, whose name escapes me actually, but the Denon Serato Scratch unit, which is the same kind of shape and is used to control functions tightly with Serato Scratch alongside DVS. But while it looks like those units, it is different from them. It's designed to be your only control unit for Traktor. It's not designed for beginners. You need to know that you're happy with the amount of control that's on offer here and that it suits your style of DJing. It's not going to suit everyone's style of DJing at all. But if you're the kind of electronic dance music DJ who doesn't see the point of jog wheels, who likes to beat grid his music before turning up at a gig and wants to use the in-house mixer, I think that's the crucial thing. This is designed to use the in-house mixer, so if you're used to using a high quality mixer and you don't see the point of turning up with digital gear that has its own little fiddly mixer built in, when there's a perfectly good one sat there in the club, a unit like this might well appeal to you. So there you go, the Zomo MC-1000. It's not particularly expensive, it's about €300, you know, just over $400. It has a very high quality 4 stereo out sound card included in it, so the value's there, and if it's the kind of DJing that you do anyway, then it's going to be quite appealing to you. For most DJs, I think you're going to miss the jog wheels. There's a full review at digitaldjtips.com/Zomo-MC1000. Thanks for watching.